This is Newsmax TV. I'm Ashley Martella, and we're talking with Senate Minority Whip and three-term Arizona Senator Jon Kyl. He's a member of the Senate Judiciary and Finance Committees, and very important matters will be coming up before both of those committees in the new Congress. Welcome to Newsmax, Senator Kyl.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
Since your colleague John McCain was not able to win the election, you now have a very liberal president to go along with a very liberal Congress. Do you expect that they'll try to push a far-left agenda right out of the box?
I'm not sure. If history is any guide, when the party out of power for many years finally takes power in a big way, as the Democrats have, they tend to want to overreach, to get too much done too quickly, and they are spurred on by their constituency, in this case the left-wing constituency of the Democratic Party. If they do that, I think they'll find quick resistance from Republicans who will be unified, and probably from the public who will be surprised. On the other hand, if they're a little more clever about it, they would take it carefully and slowly, building consensus as they go along and avoiding the trap of trying to do too much ideologically too soon.
Barack Obama will probably be appointing judges and Supreme Court justices during his term or terms. Seeing as how liberal Democrats didn't treat George Bush's nominees fairly, do you expect there'll be payback by Republicans?
No, payback wouldn't be the right way to go about it. There should be only one test for judicial nominees, and that is, are they the kind of lawyers or judges who will decide cases on the basis that cases are supposed to be decided. In other words, on the facts and the law of the case. Now, Barack Obama has talked about appointing nominees to the court who have empathy for various kinds of parties, and it's the poor and the downtrodden and minorities and others that he's listed. If he appoints people who will approach the decision-making in cases based on who you have empathy for, rather than on whose side the law is, then I think you will find Republicans saying, wait a minute, that's wrong, we can't support those kind of candidates. And given the fact that Democrats had employed a lot of very strong delaying tactics, including filibusters against some of the president's nominees, I think you'll find Republicans saying, look, it's not the right thing to do. We opposed it when they did it, but you can't expect one party to be able to do it and the other party not to. So it's not a matter of payback. It's simply a matter of ensuring that the right kind of judges get confirmed and that we have an opportunity to stop those who we believe are not good candidates for the bench.
Senator Kyl, there's no doubt the illegal immigration issue will be back on the table. As I recall, you were a major player in it last time. Do you think Obama and the liberal Congress will try to legalize all the illegal aliens already in this country? And if so, is there anything Republicans can do about it?
I don't think they will. Clearly the issue is still out there, but remember what happened last time, and remember the position that John McCain took in the campaign. I think he was correct that the American people had told us that they wanted the government to do its job. What is its job? Enforce the law, secure the border. And they didn't believe the government had tried hard enough to do those things. Well, finally, over the last couple of years, we've been doing those things, but there's still a long way to go. The border is still not secure. We still have the visa overstayers, who represent about 40% of the illegal immigrants in the country today, still here without an effective entry and exit system. And so until those things are accomplished, I think it would be risky to proceed with comprehensive immigration reform, which included the legalization of people who are already here in the country. I think the American people would rise up against it just as they did before, and that's why I would hope that the agenda would be, let's complete the work that the American people told us to finish here, and then consider what else we would need to do.
One final question, Senator. You serve on the Finance Committee. These bailouts passed by Congress, good idea, bad idea? Should the big three U.S. automakers be bailed out? What do you think?
The answer to that question is no. They shouldn't be bailed out, in my opinion, and I don't think it's going to happen this week. There are increasingly experts who are coming forward saying the big three auto companies must restructure the way they do business, primarily the labor costs and other embedded costs that they have taken on board. They've got to get rid of those, or they will never be competitive, and simply giving them money to pay their bills for a few months, all that will happen there is the taxpayers are out another $25 billion. The auto companies are another 6 or 8 months down the road, but they're no closer to being viable than they are today unless they reform. They're not going to do it voluntarily. The labor unions are not going to allow it to be done voluntarily. My own prescription, therefore, is take the protection that Chapter 11 of the Bankruptcy Code allows and reorganize so that you can accomplish this restructuring. You've got a timeout on your obligations for 18 months. You have an ability to bring experts in to help you reorganize, shed these obligations, and come out of Chapter 11 with a much leaner, more competitive operation that, which is important because it is important to save the auto industry in the United States.
Arizona Senator Jon Kyl, thanks so much for talking with us at Newsmax.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
And thank you for watching Newsmax TV.